Nice. That shirt is so baller.
Out of the
Hell
blue
yeah.
5,
Hell
go
yeah.
there. Yeah, they're taking every opportunity to shill it, as they should. Kevin Tenacity, Chicagoland TO, going to be running out of the blue 5, and a respectable Fox in his own right. Kevin and I have talked about the baddies and goons of Chicago and how to deal with it. They have a Mewtwo on their PR, you know.
Is that a good or bad thing? Because
I
you're
think
saying
that's
you
a
have
bad
to
thing.
deal with it. So.
Well, it's fast hands, you know.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if you've ever played fast hands before.
I don't think I've played.
All respect to fast hands as a player. He has a unique way of playing. He can be very frustrating, and he made it on PR. So you know that takes a lot of skill.
Okay.
As Mewtwo, Is there any other regionally ranked Mewtwo? He might be the only one.
Oh God. In current day, I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah, because. What's the name of that Japanese Mewtwo?
Zero?
Zero.
Yeah.
Was it? No, not Zero. That's the Doc player.
I thought he played a lot of characters.
Oh.
But I don't know.
He did, but there was one who was like actually ranked in Japan. I forget.
Oh, I don't know.
And I think it was also with a Z.
Okay.
I don't remember. It was a while ago. Okay, Kevin Tenacity. We didn't. Apologies to his opponent. I actually didn't even catch his tag. I was too busy talking about Chicago. But it'll come up soon, so it'll definitely be a Fox matchup.
It's a Fox Falcon, but I did not quite catch the entire tag, but I did see the lower third there.
Battlefield ban, as you kind of expect to see. Watts.
Nice.
Kevin Tenacity versus Watts.
All right, let's get into it. So we're still in pools, so it's going to be best of 3. These sets can go by quick. That's the other big thing, right? Like I know some tournaments do best of 5 for all the way through. Players at this stage of bracket maybe aren't used to that, so you get a little bit comfortable getting your bans in place, making sure you can kind of just 2-0 and walk out. Let's see if it happens here.
A lot of undershot aerials on both sides. Kevin Tenacity, who is one of the only, he's like actually going there and taking it to Falcon with these drills. So far, Watts has been really content to kind of just nair in place. And he got one knockdown, but it didn't amount to anything.
Yeah, I want to see after this first stock. Oh, roll up instead of neutral get up. So no real punish, but the edge guard continues.
You wanted to say after this first stock? What do you want to say?
It's the mark of a Falcon player of what you do out of shield, right? Because if you're getting kind of ran over in neutral, he takes the first stock, so immediately gets to eat my own words on this. Nice job.
Yeah, and it actually started with a stock out of shield, right?
Yeah.
That's what brought it together, and that's kind of the level 1 Falcon option that you expect to see a lot. I like that Watts realized that he didn't have the tech chase there, and he did the delayed nair instead to get the knockdown on Tenacity.
Ooh, play the corner. Trying to force the issue with the shine, though, gets you grabbed. Let's see.
I think Watts is going to have to be a little bit careful dealing with Kevin Tenacity at these low percents, because so far it's been twice now where you can see he's an ASDI downer.
Yeah.
On nair, on back air. You can't do it on knee, but... I think this is going to go to game 3. I'm calling it right now. These guys look so evenly
looks very close. Yeah. Stock swing back in Tenacity's favor. But as we saw before, so I mean, yeah, I think as the stocks are progressing, I'm totally with you on this. I think there's been a lot of kind of holding to block. Watts is, oh no, this is tough. But Watts is like kind of playing defensively, holding back, making sure like he doesn't get totally blown up 0 to death. But then when the stock gets to the later percents, there he really finds his comfort zone, finds the openings and gets the stocks.
Yeah, he's been efficient off of knockdown, right? But Tenacity's defense has been really complete. And so it's been hard for Watts to get that knockdown.
Yeah, again, early percents from Kevin Tenacity just seem to go entirely in his way. Let's see. With a little bit of damage on Watts' back, maybe he finds the grab that he's looking for.
Smart. Tenacity is DIing out on those nairs really well. Yeah. Otherwise, you can just get grabbed and potentially 0 to death. Let's see if it happens now. Okay, a little late. Oh my goodness. Falcon will survive here.
That was a little bit of muscle memory, it feels. You wave land on, go for the roll. It gives you a lot of horizontal distance towards center stage, but when Kevin Tenacity is really not in the same area code, it's an easy punish.
Okay, low percent here. This is the biggest lead between any of the two players that's opened up the entire time. Tenacity really nickel and diming right now. Up smash here could be big, but he actually does the hard stuff instead.
Yeah, great opener, though, for about 30. Not too bad. The stomps have been a little bit delayed. You might lose the stock for this, too.
And you know what? I think that Watts, after being so disciplined for most of this game, has started reaching a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't get the shine turnaround. Oh, and it reverses.
This could be huge. Okay.
Imagine, though.
Oh, so many reversals.
Oh, that's a reach.
Not loving those side Bs, I gotta say.
Yeah, I think the knockdown situations that you've pointed out make a lot of sense. It's kind of where Watts was making a lot of his money in this first game. But the reactions after knockdown were maybe a little bit delayed, a little bit hesitant. So a couple stomps in a row that found a shield instead of a juicy hit.
Yep.
Just see it a little bit quicker, tighten it up, maybe just lose out on the muscle memory.
Yeah, I think Tenacity has started trying to make Watts force the issue because Watts so far hasn't really shown how willing he is to do that, right? It's mostly been these walling aerials to try and get a knockdown off of that.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting here because you imagine usually the Falcon counterpick is one of the two big stages. It's either Stadium or Dreamland, depending on what the ban is here, right? And it is going to be Battlefield again, actually. Oh.
I'm kind of with you. I think from a macro level, you just maybe open the space up a little bit.
Right.
Because the thing is, like, high level, we were seeing Kevin Tenacity really win from like 0 to 80%.
Yeah.
And then Watts makes his way back with just a really, really juicy string.
But on the other hand, if Tenacity has started playing more runaway game, maybe you don't want to go to a big stage, right?
You got to play the player at the end of the day, so.
It just looks so hard for Watts to get a knockdown, to get anything started, right? Tenacity has been so good at not getting knocked down by Nair and actually spacing out the Nair. He has a bead on that timing now of Watts doing the fade back or the aerial in place.
Yeah, I want to say I think Watts introduced a fast fall, so the second hit of Nair wasn't going to come out in time anyway, but either way, really good heads-up play from Kevin.
And now we've entered this zone where every Melee player has experienced this, where if you're behind like this, if the match isn't going the way you want, the simple stuff starts to fall apart, right?
Yeah.
Watts gets that knockdown, he doesn't manage to convert off it, and now I guarantee you he's thinking, God, that was my opportunity, and then that's going to maybe make him miss the next one.
Yeah, it's always a really interesting thing, so I like bringing up Falco for this too, because when you have a character who can really smother your neutral game and your plan, you start to crumble a little bit. You start to wonder, like, okay, what is my actual opener here right now? Because in the last game, Watts was getting a lot of grabs, and it's working out, but we really haven't seen a lot of action from the Falcon so far. But
you're right, these Nairs, partially because Watts is fast falling, partially because Tenacity's DI on them is so good.
Right.
Just not working out. I want to see Watts actually got most of his openings off of run-up grab, right? I think he might need to start putting that into the playbook a little bit more. Maybe you do a fade back Nair and then you meet Tenacity when he runs in.
Yeah, and it's like such a normal gameplay loop for Falcon, right? It's like, okay, are you overshooting or undershooting the Nair right now? And I think a lot of them have been undershoot, and then Kevin's holding down at low percent, so he's not, Watts is not finding the follow-ups that he's really seeking.
Dash dance grab gets Watts the stock.
Two reads in a row?
Maybe that's the solution. The Nair is just a conditioning tool now. And dash back grab, but Tenacity's ready for it. Wow. Good adjustments by both players.
I love seeing this at the pool stage too, because there's so many sleeper players who are incredibly smart with this game.
So now the question from Watts is, do I just need to get my timing more on lock to get that grab? Do I have to bait out again? Something like a spot dodge could be beaten with stomp, right? So maybe you do dash. Oh, the side.
I can't believe you got through that. Okay. Yeah, I think Lord Stomp is probably a really good option too, because we did point out, like, oh, you're getting trapped in shield. It's not a great position for Falcon to be in, so go for that kind of baby drift back stomp to catch the overshoot from Kevin Tenacity, or maybe looking for a cross up. But let's see, last stock for Watts. Oh, and we go to a last stock situation, thanks to a charity one.
Ooh, okay. One grab for Watts. He's shown that he can do a lot with it.
But it's the drift back stomp, but Kevin was ready for it.
He was ready, he was.
No jump.
No jump. One more chance here, right? That's gotta be it. Okay, clutch up by Tenacity there after the unfortunate missed ledge dash. Like you said, super ready for that stomp.
Yeah, I think, again, like you see some of the adjustments or like kind of microplay happening in real time, which is really neat about this stage of bracket. But you only have so many stocks on the screen, right? So when Watts fell to last, it's like, how much runway do I actually have to get away with this when I'm getting blown up for 60% plus in one neutral engagement?
A nice set to start things off, I have to say. Really
yeah, very
competitive. My
entertaining.
prediction that it would go to Game 3 didn't quite come true, but Watts was making a case for it there at the end.
I'm always really impressed watching pools because I think, like I said before, there's a lot of really, really good players that we don't normally get to see or highlight as much because maybe they don't make it as far in bracket, but it doesn't mean that they're not incredibly capable players in their own right.
Yeah.
So I liked watching those adjustments. Again, very, very good stuff from Watts. Hopefully we get to see more of them soon.
I agree. I agree. And like you said, I think we've been conditioned to kind of expect that that round 1 pools are going to be washes, but as you saw from yours truly's round 1 match yesterday, that's not always the case. I did not do good.
No, Game 3, you made a lot of good adjustments.
Thank you.
Maybe in the first game it wasn't as good.
I'm looking in the back because my mom is here, and she was texting me not able to find us, but she is in fact